Nadia Askew. I was about 7. I started out nervous, but then I just pictured it as this special swimming pool. And once I dipped in, afterwards I was like, this actually happened. But the real thing that when I knew I was actually baptized was when I went up in front of the church and got the Bible. That was special. We see him working by things that happen day to day and day-to-day events, and just the blessings I get on a day-to-day basis. When I was in 6th grade, I had a friend who was going through some tough times. She wasn't saved. I think she believed in like another religion, and her mom was pretty hard on her, and she brought pills to school and she wanted to kill herself. And I told her everything was gonna be okay, and I took the pills out of her hand, and now every day I check up on her and tell her to pray, and now she knows who Jesus is, and she's doing a lot better. It feels good, and it teaches me things just like by Bible study and observing the teachers and deacons and what they do, and it just teaches me to be a better person and to know my right from wrong. I see myself by, if I stay I'm gonna stay in church, so I'm gonna become a pretty good leader, and I plan to become like a Bible study teacher when I grow up. Proverbs 3:6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. It was the first one I learned when I was little, and it shows me just to trust in the Lord with everything I do. One time I was taking a test in this really hard class, and she didn't tell us about it. And before the test, I prayed, and it turns out that I ended up getting like the highest grade in the class, and that brought my B up to an A. It tells me basically to keep my head up and just stay in the right path. The gospel is when Jesus died on the cross for our sins and then rose 3 days later. The death, the burial, and the resurrection, and just accepting Jesus. It shows me how much Jesus cared for us and loved us when he died on the cross, and that just keeps me moving. I think Jesus, and knowing him, really impacted how I succeed today because of the prayers and the conversations that I have with him, just him guiding me in the right directions. He helps me make important choices and hard decisions. I will be in a dark place, and I don't feel like I will have as much home training and stuff as I do now. I just thank God that he gave me 2 parents that are active in church and that keep me going. Also showing my other friends that don't have saved parents the right things to do. I think Jesus, and knowing him, really impacted how I succeed today because of the prayers and the conversations that I have with him, just him guiding me in the right directions. I encourage y'all to keep going, and sometimes it's best to just sit back and breathe and just have a conversation with God. That always helps me feel better. Pray before you make big decisions, and to always try and make the right decisions that will help and improve you, and to stay in church.